All right, what's going on, folks? What's going on, people? It's gonna be a hot minute, but what's going on, Unit Iron Ball? I actually do have something I want to read. I just got Xi Jinping, The Governance of China, all 3 volumes. I'm not going to read that right away. The first one is called The People's Wish for a Good Life is Our Goal, from November 15th, 2012. But let's cut to the chase on this one. So we're gonna, I don't know how my audio sounds because I think I got the mic plug. Anyway, you know what? We got Vice News. Now, of course, like I said, Mr. Michael Reinhold was killed yesterday, because he was the one that admittedly killed a member of Patriot Prayer, Aaron Danielson. They thought it was Jay Bishop because they nicknamed him Aaron J. Danielson, but it wasn't Jay Bishop that was killed. It was Aaron Danielson. So I'm just trying to clear that up for the record. I mean, let's go ahead and get into this right now. Let's go ahead and get into this. So we got the Vice News video here. As you can see, ratio to hell, absolutely ratioed, BTFO'd completely. 3.2K likes to 16K dislikes. I mean, amazing, right? Okay. Let's hit it, man. Let's hit it. I don't know if they're going to... Let's go ahead and just hit it. Yeah.
Tonight.
It was a free-for-all, and the police were letting it happen. Had I not acted, I am confident that my friend and I'm sure I would have been killed, because I wasn't going to stand there and let something happen.
A protester linked to Saturday's shooting in Portland speaks to...
Okay, so there you go. I'm not going to show every single minute of this, because a lot of the time they're just talking to this... that sounds like a Irish broad or a Scottish broad. I've heard of this broad before, but I'm not going to even... Okay. So we'll leave it right on that. Okay. Just going to wait for everyone to kind of step on in. This is kind of like a bar, right? It's kind of like a bar where everyone kind of stumbles in. You know, they tired from work, and y'all just come, y'all just going to come in here and, talk some shit and everything, right? That's okay. That's cool. I can respect that. But let's go ahead and get into this, man.
I mean, I had a choice. I could have sat there and watched them kill a friend of mine of color, but I wasn't going to do that. That was the straw.
So I just want to make sure here. This dude is dead. This dude is dead because he decided to get into a shootout in Lacey, Washington with U.S. Marshals. I think allegedly I heard that he had an AK. He had an AK or an AK variant shooting at the cops. And so they shot him, basically. But yeah. Meeting of the Alcoholic Nazis. Yeah, exactly. Hola, what's going on, Gitler? What's going on, man? Okay, let's go ahead and get into this, though, right quick.
That broke the camel's back.
There's a bit of operational security right here. There's a bit of OPSEC right here. This is the problem, because I'm starting to do marketing and reach out and try to get, everybody gets attention for a product or, an idea. But the thing is, you got to learn some OPSEC too. This is the double-edged sword. If you're going to be an idiotic MAGA-P, why would you try to troll through Portland, a place that's, is a fireball, of political instability. We'll put it that way. You don't want to LARP like that. I'm just going to tell you right now, don't LARP like that. And now Antifa is starting to say the same thing now. They're like, yo, we ain't responsible for everybody. That's basically what they're saying. We ain't responsible for everybody. So if some rando Antifa dude or someone that claims to be 100% Antifa is, pulling out guns and killing people, we're going to disown him. Same thing with the SRA, the Socialist Rifle Association. If someone comes up and says, yeah, I'm a member of the Socialist Rifle Association and it's okay to cap people, then guess what? They're going to be like, yo, we're going to keep our distance. So now the shit's getting serious. That's all that needs to be said. I'm addicted to these streams. I won't lie. Oh, yeah. And adventurous. Yeah. Like I say, this is the same time. This is like Mission Impossible. It's like if you fail your mission, then, then the agency will basically disown you if you fuck up. So it does need to be remembered. It does need to be remembered that, these organizations will kick you to the curb if you fuck up. That's the same thing that goes with these MAGA-pedes. These idiotic MAGA-pedes go on some fucking caravan. They got the flags waving. It's like, y'all can see that all around the United States, though. You'll see folks, they got the Mexican flag in the back, or they got the American flag, or some, MAGA-pede flag. But it's like the OPSEC is like, yo, you're a target. It's like anything that you put on your vehicle is now a target. Period. So if you decide to put, U.S. Army veteran or Vietnam veteran, that's a target. I'll tell you right now, if you have one of those coexist bumper stickers, that's a target. I'm just going to tell y'all right now, that's how I feel. Today was a good day, yeah. But it's like, there's don't make yourself into a target. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm not even that smart of a guy, but it's like, yo, you got to be low key. You can have, you can feel as you want to in your heart about what you believe, but you don't need to have all the external shit to say what you are. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, that may be considered pussy. I'm not going to die because I decided to be stupid and put some MAGA-pede flag in the back, or I decided to, put a big old, black fist tattooed on my fucking neck. I'm not going to be that stupid. I'm trying to tell y'all, my audience, and whoever's going to hear this, don't be stupid and do that. Don't do that. Stop. Go ahead.
My name's Michael Forrest right now. Born and raised.
Coexist ticker do piss me off.
48
Yeah.
years old. Lots of lawyers suggest that I shouldn't even be saying anything, but I feel it's important that the world at least gets a little
Look at
bit
this. Once again, he got the black tattoo, he got the tattoo on his neck. He claimed to be in the U.S. Army, and yet there's no record of this dude. There's no record of this dude being in the military. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What's really going on.
Nigga, you drunk?
There's
No.
been a lot of propaganda put out there. What I will say is that I felt that my life and other people around me's lives were in danger.
Yep. So the self-defense argument that's being used is crap. Where he says him and other people around him. Come on, man.
And I felt like I had no choice.
Scotland
but to
hates
do what I
speech.
did.
Could end up getting
I
the
wasn't
Bible
even
ban.
aware
Oh,
of what was
word?
going on. I was
Word?
actually out with my
Damn.
son. We were driving through town and we happened to see hundreds of trucks.
See, the thing is, once again, I know that this is something that the left always hates to do because it's like, oh, they bring up all the, why do you bring up this extra shit? Oh, why do you bring up all this extra shit about George Floyd, about robbing people and, and taking drugs and stuff like that? Why you got to bring it up, huh? Why you got to bring up that old stuff? This fool right here, this Michael Reinholm, was known to be taking drugs, was going 110 miles an hour with his son in the car. He was caught on 3 different instances carrying a gun at these rallies. And now, motherfuckers is having to do damage control. I mean, I'm sure Rose City Antifa is saying something, but I'm banned from their Twitter. But everybody, they are doing damage control. Everybody's like, yo, let's be careful now. Now they're starting to take up the arguments that they hate. So, now we get this whole, once again, now the whole whataboutisms are becoming IRL. So when they talk about Kyle Rittenhouse, now I'm not going to sit here and get into that, but yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse, coming out there and, capping Joseph Rosenbaum and the other guy, and then shooting the other dude's arm off, almost, and people say, more self-defense. Oh, it wasn't self-defense. He came there on a purpose. He wanted to shoot people. Rah! And now this motherfucker who comes up, these dudes, as far as I know, what, he sprayed mace in his face, so I heard, or sprayed bear repellent or something. And because of that, what happened? Then this Michael Reinhold guy decides to pull out his strap, shoot this dude. I'm sorry, my brain's all fucked up, but yeah, Aaron Danielson, or Aaron's, nah. Anyway, this dude, Aaron, his one got killed, not Jay Bishop. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Corona. Oh, shit. Let's be honest, if a cop used the same excuses, he would be fine. Yeah. I hope humans and fish can coexist peacefully. Like I say, man, it's just crazy.
With flags on them, and so I notified my friends of what I'd seen, and finished what I was doing with my son, got home, and then received a phone call saying that it might be a good idea to come down there. Security may be needed. Not knowing what that would entail. I had no idea what I was going into.
Oh, see, once again, that organization that he's with, if it's Rose City Antifa or whichever group, they're going to be like, nope, we didn't tell you to pull out a gun and shoot somebody. So guess what? They would disown this motherfucker. All right. If he was alive, they'd still disown his ass. They'd still disown him and be like, nope, we didn't tell you to kill nobody. So remember that.
I used to really love this country, and I respected.
He said he was afraid of being stabbed. Didn't mention mace as far as I remember. Yeah, it's one of those bring a knife to a gunfight type of things, I guess. I don't know, but go ahead.
The flag and everything that it represented. But because of all this, every time I see a big truck, especially with the flag on it, I immediately think that they're out to get me. There were 600 vehicles
out to get you. See, look, if this dude had made it to court, they would fry his ass. Because I'll tell you what, they would, because the district attorney would fry his ass. Why are you saying? You said earlier that it was you and other people, so it's not self-defense. I'm not a fucking lawyer, but I can know that, man, if it were me, I would, the cross-examination would blow him the fuck out for what he's trying to say. They would. I used to love this country. Exactly. I mean,
who knows how many were rolling.
Professional snowboarder too. This dude was a professional snowboarder. In other words, a guy that got paid to, do like maybe 1 or 2 hours of work and spend the rest of the time drinking and smoking weed. That's all this motherfucker did. Go ahead.
Through downtown, but like I said, when I showed up, I saw more of their vehicles than real citizen vehicles. It felt like the beginning of a war.
I just gotta say, Americans, we are fucking idiots, aren't we? Americans are fucking idiots. Even I had to say, yeah, this man is no Soviet. Trump took his snowboard from, 2018 to 2016 were the best years of his life. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
It was a free-for-all, and the police were letting it happen.
Why? Okay. Why is it then within minutes of this I think it was minutes or even seconds. I'm trying to be fair here. I'm trying to be good faith here. But why is it within minutes or seconds that this guy, Aaron Danielson, was shot? That the cops were right there. And all these medics were there ready to go to try to help this dude, to try to keep him alive. Why the fuck is that when you say, oh, the cops weren't having it? Maybe they were watching. Maybe they don't feel like getting shot by some dumb fuck like you. God damn, that pisses me off. If you're going to do violence, let me put it this way. It's the same thing with Gavrila Princip or any of these other folks. If you're going to do some shit like that, don't kill some random ass dude. Man, go ahead. You know what? I'm not here to preach about violence. I'm just saying this is just a foul situation no matter what way you put it. Go ahead.
Right after it happened, what did you panic? Did you run?
Well, honestly, those are a bit of details I probably don't want to get into, other than just simply saying that, I realized what had happened. I was confident that I did not hit anyone innocent.
Hit anyone innocent. See, this is the whole thing. This is the fucked up thing. I mean, you could say, once again, of course, the conspiracy theories are already coming out. Oh, this guy was a Fed. Oh, he was a hitman. Oh, he was this, he's not real, Antifa. I've said this before in tweets, but the thing is, this is pretty much just, they're in this 2015 Wignat sort of thinking like, oh, well, it's like nowadays people are like, the Antifa are just going to become the Wignats of the future where they call everybody a Fed. This is the beginning of it. This is the fucking beginning. They're going to be like the Wignats of the future where they say, oh, you're a Fed because you work with the police.
And I made my exit.
Uncle Thomas. Yep. Once again, look at that.
And just to reiterate,
and once again, Vice News, what do? They cut when the cops start to come and when the medics start to come. Some bullshit.
It's totally justified.
Totally justified. Had I not acted, I am confident that my friend and I'm sure I would have been killed.
Let me add some details of what I've heard, or at least what I've read. This wasn't originally Vice News. It was an independent journalist who came to Vice News with the story. And apparently, I don't know how this happened, but apparently then Vice News gets hold of this dude and is talking to him. And then he decides to go out guns a-blazing. But that's the whole thing, is that this came from an independent journo who then gave the story to Vice News. I imagine he wanted to get some money out of it too. Let's not lie. Go ahead.
Because I wasn't going to stand there and let something happen. What they've done is they're trying to make
stream in his audience. It's not advocating for violence. Exactly.
And they're trying to make me look like a murderer. I've noticed that they keep saying that it's not clear that it's related to the protests. That's a lie. They know that it's related to the protests. Not to mention the fact that they say that they don't know who it was. That's a lie. Within an hour, Facebook and Twitter and all that have my face and name labeled as the shooter.
Yeah, because there's a lot of motherfuckers who have built fucking careers on this. There are people on 4chan who are like, yo, when they see that footage, they're gonna be like, yo, we're gonna track this motherfucker down. It's like, it's like the Flesh search engine, right? That they have in China, right? There are millions of motherfuckers that get, they ain't gonna leave the house. And they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for a price. Or they're gonna do it just out of pride or something else. So guess what? It's the same thing that would happen, once we learn about Willem Van Spronten. It's the same thing with the dude who hit the I can't think of the professor's name, but the guy who smacked a kid in what was it? In California with the bike lock. They found out who that motherfucker was, didn't they? They found out he was a professor. You know, actually, you know what? Let me type that in. Let me go ahead and talk about that right quick. Bike lock. Yeah, bike lock Antifa. Here we go. Eric Clanton. That's his name. Eric Clanton. A man clobbered protesters with a bike lock. Yeah. Yeah, this dude, yeah. Takes a 3-year probation. College professor. College professor. You know, he gets so gassed up, smelling his own farts, trying to be, you know, I'm going to fight fascism. And this dude, you know, conks somebody on the head, clobbers him. And of course, people found out about it. You know? Go ahead.
They want
You
to
killed a random patriotard.
Antifa.
It'll be forgotten after the time of the election. They will.
Involvement. Yep. A lot of
Temujin does bring up a good point. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here just right quick. But yeah, this guy died because he killed a random patriotard. They will be forgotten after the election. That's true. That is true. And it is unfortunate. You know? The thing is, so many people have gotten killed, or so many people have been beaten up. You know, people are going to write. I mean, writers right now are thinking, and, you know, journalists and all that are going to have so many books that are going to be written about each individual fucking case. Yo, they're going to be made. You know, they're going to have it made. Do. I got it made. Do. That's a good song. Anyway, I'm just saying, people are going to have, you know, it's going to be crazy, but they will be forgotten. Yep. Largely, they will be forgotten. That's true. Go ahead.
people don't understand what Antifa represents. And if you just look at the basic definition of it, it's just anti-fascist. And I'm 100% anti-fascist. I'm not a member of Antifa. I'm not a member of...
Oh, boy. So who the fuck called you up? See, if he was alive and that video came up, I'd say, okay, if I was a lawyer, I'd be like, okay, then who called you up and said you had to do security? If you're not with them, who are you with? Blah, 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 blah. And he's not going to say anything because he doesn't want to snitch, right? Snitches get stitches, right? That's the whole thing. And no one's going to vouch for this fool. So this guy would have been fucked either way. He probably knew that. That's why he decided to go out guns a-blazing. You know, like he's Tony Montana, but still, go ahead.
Anything. Honestly,
no, he's just gay. Yeah.
Hate to say it, but I see
he's
a civil
de-radicalization
war right
agent.
around the corner. That shot felt like the beginning of a war.
The war's been happening. The war's been happening, man. The hell is this fool talking about?
We just heard from a man who all but admits he
this is
killed
all the
someone.
Scottish stuff.
So, you know, in some ways, it's not just the fringe right, it's
We don't give a fuck. The thing is, you can feel as you want. I'm not going to listen to this broad anymore. Okay. You know what? Let me find the next video here. But yeah, like I say, man, as we can see, the shit is going down. And of course, Vice News, you know, they're going to get so butt fucked by the police. They're going to get so butt fucked. It's going to be hilarious, man, because they're going to get so horribly destroyed. Okay. Let's see what we got here. You know what? We talked about him yesterday. So you know what? We ain't going to do that. And we talked about this already. You know what? I'm not going to do that. Okay. So I got a suggestion yesterday. I think Will DeMarco, you typed in the chat about Superpower Broadcasting, this Neocon group. I was actually listening to his stream. And so you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and listen to some of this from the beginning. We ain't going to watch every minute, but yeah. Green, that's the modern leftist, modern left and right for it. Yeah, they're all gay. We're going to watch a little bit of this, and then we're going to do a little bit of reading.
Hello, and welcome to Superpower Broadcasting. I'm Kevin Castley. Thanks for being here tonight. Tonight, we've got a
liberal hawk
rather
neoconservative
quick video.
perspective.
I'm going to be discussing Trump's recent announcement that he's going to be withdrawing 1/3 of U.S. troops currently stationed in Iraq.
Based. Get troops out of Iraq. thing is, look, I mean, you can go with the whole neocon type shit and everything. And it's like, he does have a point when he talks about security, but a lot of the other shit he talks about is absolute nonsense, and it will never fucking happen. Go ahead.
We're going to be looking at an article and
I can't remember how long ago, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. But you go ahead and check that on Pierre Trudenk's channel. But we're going to just talk about this just for a minute, just to see his hot memes, and then we're going to keep going.
Street Journal by Gordon Lubold and Michael Gordon. And they talk about this, and we're going to take a look at it and discuss. So just going to share the screen over to the article. So here we go. Should be on the screen. I'll just remove the profile picture here. So there we go. So this is Wall Street Journal right here.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. to cut troop presence in Iraq by about 1/3, officials say. President Trump is expected to tout the reduction to about 3,500 troops as, quote, progress towards winding down what he has described as
Based.
endless wars. Endless wars. Yeah, that's the meme right there. So
It's not a fucking meme, fool. See, this is the whole thing. I doubt this motherfucker has been in the military. I doubt he has dealt with anybody who's in the military. You know what? I'm going to put his hypocritical self. I'm going to go ahead and put this up here too, as a side note. When he says endless wars, and what does this fool do? The Democrats must disavow Black Lives Matter. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, it's not up yet. Okay. I'll still put it up there, though. We're going to like, yeah.
hello and welcome to.
Yeah. Let's hear what this fool has to say. The U.S. has been in
That's
Iraq longer than
interesting.
he has been
They
alive.
want me
Exactly.
to subscribe to read the whole thing. Okay, there we go. You know what? We'll go back to administration is preparing to reduce U.S. troops in Iraq about 1/3. Then they quote the Wall Street Journal. No,
Let's hear more of this. Let's hear his opinion. Instead of you
cons are
just
going to
fucking
say,
reading.
"Hey, look, we've been telling you, we warned you." And then you know what the anti-war brainlets are going to say? They're going to say, warmonger, you actually want to go and fight terrorism. It's like, yeah, the terrorism exists whether you want to fight it or not. Like, do these people actually think that if we just say we're bad, that the terrorists won't hate us anymore?
Maybe
Now-
if you leave their fucking country, then maybe that'll be a step in the right direction. Go ahead.
Stupid do you have to be an anti-interventionist in 2020? That's amazing. And this isn't even complicated. Like, you don't need like some advanced degree in like international relations or strategic studies or something. You don't need to be a general in the military to understand this. This is like basically common sense. Right? I mean, like, I'm not even saying like you have to be a neoconservative. Obviously, like that's a specific branch of interventionism. But imagine being an anti-interventionist today. Is the Middle East better off because of the Iraq War and the Afghanistan war?
No.
That is not debatable.
What? What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Yo, Iraq still doesn't have power to a lot of their fucking country. Well, you know what? Go ahead and keep on, because I know he's going to say some other bullshit. Go ahead.
Idiots like Bill Maher will challenge, even recently, Bill Kristol to say, how can you defend the Iraq war? Like, it's been so long. How are you still defending it? Dumb. It's been so long. Look at how successful it's been. Compare it to the previous status quo.
Nigga, number one, it's another Canuck. running his fucking mouth. What is it with you Canucks running your fucking mouths? Why does Canada think that they can just shit on America all day and won't even look at your own fucking country? Shut up. Why don't you talk about your own country first, and then you can talk shit about America. Then you can talk shit about the United States. I can't say, oh, golly.
Iraq fired Scuds at Israel since Saddam was taken out? No. Has Iraq gassed the Kurds since Saddam was taken out? No. Has Iraq invaded a neighboring country since Saddam?
Because we disarmed the army. We disarmed the military, which is one of the reasons why that fucked up. Even the infamous the ginger dude. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Yeah, here we go. Former Iraqi general believed. Okay. This is BuzzFeed, but it's bullshit, though. But it's a great meme. This dude is a great meme right here. He's one of the few honky. I mean, look at that. This was a general in Saddam's army. Yeah. So this is Al-Duri has long been a fugitive, having been listed as king of clubs on the deck of cards issued by the U.S. military to help capture the most wanted officials of Saddam Hussein's regime. Izzat Ibrahim Al-Duri, a 72-year-old, led the, and this is the whole thing where you say, oh, has Iraq evaded anybody? Well, no, because they don't have, because we disarmed the military. Now you have people like this Al-Duri guy who are leading, who led the Naqshbandi Order insurgent group, which is a key supporter of ISIS. Okay, because he's Sunni, I believe. He's a Sunni Muslim. You know, as y'all know, the Sunni Shia stuff, I don't like to talk about because I'm not Muslim myself. I know it's a very complex situation between Sunni and Shia. I don't like to get into it. I feel uncomfortable because I know I haven't studied enough about, you know, Sunni Islam or Shia Islam or all the other. I'm not going to do that. It's complicated as fuck, but it's like, bruh, you know, everyone basically thought he looked like Bryan Cranston's Walter White character. Yeah. I mean, he was, you know, like I say, I mean, he's a good meme, though. I tell you that. Yeah, pretty uncanny. Okay, I guess that was just a meme thing. Of course, it's BuzzFeed News. Of course, they're fucking idiots. Anyway, but this dude is running around. A lot of the ex-generals running around, you know, they've worked with insurgents. Instead of, you know, you can say what you want to about the Iran-Iraq war and all the other, you know, go ahead and go on and on about Saddam. But guess what? He kept the peace. And guess what? We funded Saddam. The United States funded him and kept him. And then once he went act a fool, and we were like, no, we got to take this motherfucker out. Because we wanted to, you know, partly, you know, it's twofold. Actually, it's probably 4 or 5-fold, really. I don't know all the details, but it's like they want to get rid of him. They wanted to just, you know, take the money straight from themselves because, you know, look at KBR and all that other shit. Number 3 is as part of the whole, it was part of the 7-nation war of they're going to take on Iraq, Iran, Syria. I can't remember what General Clark was saying. I can't remember what he said, but basically take on all that on. I can't listen to any more of this. I really can't. I can't listen to it. Like I say, some days I can, other days it's just, yeah. Brown Juche, yeah. ISIS Juche, yeah. The terrorists were maniacally there right after Vietnam. Yeah. Yeah, manically there right after Vietnam. Yeah. Magically, yeah. Brad Juche win. We will defeat terrorists by funding terrorists. I mean, it's bullshit, you know. And of course, I know Julie has become more neocon. But ultimately, he's doing it for, you know, German people, this and that. I'm not going to sit here and go on about him. I'm just saying I thought about it. I figure I'd mention it. It's like, you know, he thinks it's unbelievably based, and he thinks that, you know, Europe should control Middle East. And look, man, whatever. But I'm not going to get into that. I mean, it is what it is, but I figure I'd mention it. Okay. I'll make this a short stream because honestly, there are other videos I could have talked about. But you know what? I'll go ahead and read from Xi Jinping, The Governance of China. I got all 3 volumes today. I've really been wasting my money, but hopefully, it's a good meme. I figured that I would read at least one section. So this is going to be called, this is the first section, which is called Socialism with Chinese Characteristics. And the people's wish for a good life is our goal, the speech was given on November 15th, 2012. Okay. Friends from the news media have extensively covered the 18th National Congress of the Communist Party of China, conveying to the world many voices from China. On behalf of the Secretariat of the Congress, I wish to express our sincere thanks to you. We have just held the first plenary session of the 18th CPC Central Committee and elected a new central leadership. I was elected General Secretary of the Central Committee. On behalf of the members of the newly elected leadership, I wish to express our thanks to all members of the party for their trust in us. We will do our utmost to be trustworthy and fulfill our mission. We are deeply encouraged by both the trust from the party members and the great expectations from the people of all ethnic groups in China. We are keenly aware that this is also our important responsibility. We are taking on this important responsibility for the nation. Ours is a great nation. Throughout 5,000 years of development, the Chinese nation has made a significant contribution to the progress of human civilization. Since the advent of modern times, our nation has gone through untold tribulations and faced its great perils. Countless people with lofty ideals rose up from the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, but each time they failed. After it was founded in 1921, the CPC rallied and led the Chinese people in making great sacrifices, forging ahead against all odds, and transforming the poor and backward China into an increasingly prosperous and strong nation, thus operating completely new horizons for national rejuvenation. Our responsibility is to rally and lead the entire party and the people of all China's ethnic groups in taking on this task and continuing to pursue the goal of the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation so that China can stand firmer and stronger among the world's nations and make a new and greater contribution to mankind. We are taking on this important responsibility for the people. Our people are a great people. During the long history, the Chinese people have worked with diligence, bravery, and wisdom, creating a beautiful homeland where all ethnic groups live in harmony and developing a great and dynamic culture. Our people have an ardent love for life. They want to have better education, more stable jobs, more income, reliable Social Security, better medical and health care, improved housing conditions, and a beautiful environment. They hope that their children will have sound growth, good jobs, and more enjoyable lives. The people's wish for a happy life is our mission. A happy life comes from hard work. Our responsibility is to bring together and lead the whole party and the people of all ethnic groups to free their minds, carry out reform and opening up, further unfetter and develop the productive forces, solve the people's problems in work and life, and resolutely pursue common prosperity. We are taking on this important responsibility for the party. Dedicated to serving the people, our party has led them in making remarkable achievements, which we have every reason to be proud of. Nevertheless, we should never be complacent and rest on our laurels. In the new circumstances, our party faces many severe challenges, as well as many pressing issues within the party that need to be addressed, particularly corruption. Being divorced from the people and being satisfied merely with going through formalities and bureaucracy on the part of some party officials. We must make every effort to solve such problems. The whole party must stay on full alert. A good blacksmith forges good tools. Our responsibility is to work with all party members to uphold the principle that the party should supervise its own conduct and run itself with strict discipline. Yep. Oh, okay. Have a good one, Will DeMarco, and have a good one. Whew. She supervises own conduct with strict discipline, effectively solve major problems within the party, improve its work style, and maintain close ties with the people. By doing so, our party will surely maintain as the core of the leadership in advancing socialism with Chinese characteristics. The people are the creators of history. They are the real heroes and the source of our strength. We are fully aware that the capability of any individual is limited, but as long as we unite as one like a fortress, there is no difficulty we cannot overcome. One can only work for a limited period of time, but there is no limit to serving the people with dedication. Our responsibility is weightier than mountains, our task arduous, and the road ahead long. We must always bear in mind that the people think and share weal and woe with them, and we must work together with them diligently for the public good and for the expectations of history and of the people. China needs to learn more about the rest of the world, and the outside world needs to learn more about China. I hope our friends from the press will continue your efforts for mutual understanding between China and the rest of the world. And that was the people's wish for a goal. Wish for a good life is our goal. Like I say, there's a lot of good, so many good pictures of Xi Jinping in this. There's several good photos. I mean, there's you can kind of tell you can of course tell the difference where they put the pictures at, and there's like 3 or 4 different sections where they have photos of him. We got Xi Jinping meeting with Barack Obama, attending the 8th G20 summit. And you can feel as you want to about China and everything else, but I think that regardless of what you say, is that they at least appear to be united. I'm glad he is acknowledging the corruption within China. Yeah, that's one of the things I think with Xi Jinping, he's really gone through with the broom as much as possible and really tried to take on stuff. Holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. I was going to see if I can find another short one here. Uphold and develop develop socialism with Chinese characteristics. Let me see here. Let me see how long this is. Okay, this wasn't too bad. I just wanted to fill some time. Yeah, wow, I never actually heard Xi that sent. Yeah, that's some good shit. So this is one called Uphold and Develop Socialism with Chinese Characteristics. This is January 5th, 2013. And this is the last one I'll read, and then I'll go ahead and cut the stream. But I figure, we'll get some reading in. I'm trying to make y'all somewhat worldly. And I'm trying to make myself worldly. So we're trying to read a little bit more. Overall, I'm kind of a lazy dude. I haven't really read much. So I figure with these streams, at least if we read a little bit, then y'all can be like, oh, that sounds like some good shit. If I give y'all that recommendation, then y'all can go out and not even necessarily what I'm reading right now, but you're inspired to read something else. That's my goal. I want to make y'all more literate, man. I'm trying to make myself more literate. But like I said, I don't want to get too lofty in my goals. I'm just saying. Okay. So which path should we follow? This is the paramount question for the future of the party and the success of its cause. Socialism with Chinese characteristics is the integration of the theory of scientific socialism and social development theories of Chinese history. Socialism has taken root in China. It reflects the wishes of the people and meets the development needs of the country and the times. It is a sure route to success in building a moderately prosperous society in all respects, in the acceleration of socialist modernization, and in the great renewal of the Chinese nation. YouTube removed it. Oh, YouTube's foul. YouTube being foul. That's what they do. Okay. It is a sure route to success in building a moderately prosperous society in all respects, in the acceleration of socialist modernization, and in the great renewal of the Chinese nation. All party members must follow the guidance of Deng Xiaoping theory. The important thought of the three represents the scientific outlook on development. Be firm in their commitment to socialism with Chinese characteristics and to the Marxist view on development. treat practice as the sole criterion for testing truth, and apply to their basic initiative and creativity. We must be clearly aware what is changing and what remains constant in the international, national, and party situations. Never should we hesitate to blaze new trails, bridge rivers, forge ahead with determination, and audaciously explore new territory. We should have the courage and capability to address pressing issues in our work and remove doubts in people's minds, and come up with solutions. We should drive reform and opening up to a deeper level, make new discoveries, create new ideas, achieve new progress, and promote innovation in our theories, practices, and systems. The guiding principles of the eight parties' 18th National Congress, in essence, boil down to upholding and developing socialism with Chinese characteristics. The year 2013 is the 31st year since Deng Xiaoping put forward the concept of building socialism with Chinese characteristics. He provided for the first time clear, systematic answers to several basic questions about how to build, consolidate, and develop socialism in China, an economically and culturally underdeveloped country. His answers brought a new perspective to Marxism, opened up new realms, and raised the understanding of socialism to a new scientific level. Socialism with Chinese characteristic is socialism and nothing else. The basic principles of scientific socialism must not be abandoned. Otherwise, it is not socialism. What doctrine a country may choose is based on whether or not it can resolve the historical problems that confront that country. Both history and reality have shown us that only socialism can save China, and only socialism with Chinese characteristics can bring development to China. This conclusion is a result of historical exploration and the choice of the people. As socialism progresses, our institutions will undoubtedly mature, the strengths of our system will become self-evident, and our development path will assuredly become wider. We must have confidence in our path, our theory, and our system. We must be as tenacious as bamboo. That's kind of like, all right, guys, I tried posting an American flag and got deleted. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, man. They being cringe, huh? Now, that little bit right there where he says we have to be strong as bamboo. This kind of reminds me, I'm going to be kind of cringe for a moment. Now, I know y'all going to be typing, bruh, that's cringe. But it's kind of like what Hitler was saying about the Hitler Youth. We have to be as tough as leather, fast as I'm trying to think of the racing dog, but yeah, it's kind of like that speech that Hitler gave about the Hitler Youth. Tough as leather, fast as greyhounds, and I can't remember the whole thing, but yeah, basically that's what I was just gonna say that. But anyway, we must be as tenacious as bamboo, as described by Zheng Ji. In the face of all blows, not bending low, it still stands fast. Whether from east, west, south, or north, the wind doth blast. The process by which the people build socialism under the leadership of the party can be divided into two historical phases. One that preceded the launch of reform and opening up in 1978, and the second that followed on from that event. The two phases, at once related to and distinct from each other, are both pragmatic explorations in building socialism conducted by the people under the leadership of the party. Chinese socialism was initiated after the launch of reform and opening up and based on more than 20 years of development since the socialist system was established in the 1950s after the People's Republic of China was founded. Although the two historical phases are very different in their guiding thoughts, principles, policies, and practical work, they are by no means separated or opposed to each other. We should neither negate the pre-reform and opening up phase in comparison with the post-reform and opening up phase, nor the converse. We should adhere to the principles of seeking truth from facts and distinguishing the trunk from the branches. We should uphold truth, rectify our errors, draw on practical experience, and learn lessons. This is the foundation which facilitates further advance of the cause of the party and of the people. Marxism will not remain stagnant. It will certainly keep up with the times, the progress of our advance, and the advance of science. Socialism, too, always advances through practice. Developing Chinese socialism is a great cause. Deng Xiaoping clearly defines some defines some basic thoughts and principles on the subject. The Central Committee, headed by Jiang Zemin and later by Hu Jintao, also added some outstanding chapters to it. Now, the job of the communists of our generation is to continue with this mission. We must adhere to Marxism and socialism from a developmental perspective. With each step forward, we will encounter new situations and unfamiliar problems. We will face greater risks and challenges, and we will be confronted by the unexpected. We must be prepared for adversity and danger, even in times of prosperity and peace. We should not pretend to know what we don't know. We should try to put what we already know to use, and lose no time in learning what we do not know. We must not be muddle-headed. Party members, particularly party officials, should maintain a firm belief in lofty communist ideals. Along with the common ideal of building socialism with Chinese characteristics and pursue them with dedication. We must be rigorous in implementing the party's basic lines and programs in the primary stage of socialism and do all our work well. Our revolutionary ideals are of the greatest importance. A party member devoid of ideals lacks an essential quality, as does one who engages in empty talk about lofty ideals without doing anything. It's kind of like Vosh. There are objective criteria to measure whether party members or party officials have these high communist ideals. Can they stick to the basic principles of serving the people heart and soul? Can they be the first to bear a hardship and the last to enjoy comfort? Can they work hard and remain honest and dedicated? And can they make every possible effort and even lay their lives for the sake of their ideals? Flawed thinking, hedonistic desires, corrupt behavior, and passive attitudes are at odds with the communist ideals. Wow. They don't allow, oh my goodness. So hold on. So we got the gay pride flag. No Israel, Egypt, Serbia, or Belarus flags allowed. You can still do the French flag, bottom text. Hold up. That's what I'm saying. Hold up. Y'all crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay. Let me add the notes here. Scientific socialism, also known as scientific communism. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Zheng Xi. Okay, so Zheng Xi was the guy that they mentioned. Zheng Xi was alive from 1693 to 1765, also known as Zheng Banqiao. Zheng Banqiao was a calligrapher and writer in the Qing dynasty from 1644 to 1911. So there we go. Like I say, I wanted to at least do some reading on that. YouTube, y'all are foul. I don't know if y'all going to be tripping because I showed that Vice video. I don't know if y'all going to be tripping like that. Hopefully y'all aren't. But man, hold up. Ooh, I just went to Olive Garden, y'all. It's, like I say, when y'all get older, let me tell y'all this right now. Let me give the young folks some lessons here. Food becomes your enemy when you're older. I'll tell y'all something. Eating red meat, now I'm going to tell y'all can live how you want to live. And it's going to be different for everybody. But it's like me, that red meat, it's not good, man. And I just had chicken parm, the breadsticks, and a little bit of salad. And of course, the passion fruit drink and water, but still, it's too much. Yeah, what the hell? Not even the UN flag is allowed? That's crazy. Let me check the phone right quick. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. Okay, that wasn't anybody important. Okay. Yeah, So only the gay flag is allowed. Holy moly, man. Holy moly. But honestly, I'm waiting for Vosh to come out. Is anarchy allowed? Yep. YouTube is ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, boy. YouTube wilding out with these flags, man. Damn. So they won't allow the American flag, the Belarusian flag, but it's like only the gay flag and the anarchy flag. No trans flag, much transphobic. Exactly. That's wild, man. Like I say, oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's wild, man. But you know what? I'm gonna make this dude the next picture because this is he's got such an aesthetic. I do have to say this. Izzat Al-Duri, he's definitely got some swag. He's definitely got some swag. I don't care what y'all say. He got swag. He got something going on, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on here. Let me see here. I'm gonna put that as a put that on as an overlay here. I'll put that dude down because he definitely has a quality to him. Let me see here. Oh shit. What? Hold on. What? There we go. Find that for me. Come on, man. Yo, come on, man. And put this. Look at that. And that's look at that guy. He got drip, man. I don't care what you say. I mean, Pig Tube, exactly. Scott's control of the banks and media. It could be, yeah, Scott Tube, exactly. Exactly. I mean, we've seen the whole Happy Merchant thing with the Irish. It's like, why can't the Scots do it too? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. They got the pirate flag. Arr. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. That's all right, though. Oh, man. I got to do some dishes. I got to sweep up a bit. I got to do some homework and shit and get all that done. And try to get over the fact that I'm bloated as hell. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. That was about a good hour. Like I say, there are some other, other shit I was going to talk about, but I think I've got my main points out. Like I say, I will do the shout out here, of course. Union Armball, Will DeMarco, Gitler Gold Pot, No More Lives Please, 1975, Timid Jean, Will DeMarco. Who else we got here? Who else was in here? Uncle Ho. Oh yeah, we had Benedict here for a little bit. What else we got here? Ole, yeah, Ole was in here for a little bit. We had Weebaboo. I think that's about it, though. I just want to make sure here. Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, gang shit. Exactly. Goodbye, everybody. Yep, peace. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna do this other outro. Why not? All right. Anyway, y'all have a good one and goodbye.
Fought single-handed against a desperate imperialist. Even in the face of food difficulty, the Korean people valued billets more than sweets. In the unprecedented hardships and trials, a complete whole is formed more firmly between the supreme commander and soldiers, between the army and people. This is precisely the strength of Juche Korea, the might of Sungun politics.